Facebook. I mean, how do we actually counter hate speech in real life? Not from a theoretical position of saying that we should do it because it's important, because of the general principles of free debate. How do we do it on the ground now?
I think all three of us have something to say. I know you talked about hostile allegations as well, Jacob. So
I think it's very relevant to you.
Well, there's several projects. I mean, I don't have the definitive answer. I wish I had, but I don't. But there are different techniques and ways in which people have been trying to do it in different countries. For example, it comes to mind is in Kenya, there's an organization called Sesame Amani. They've done a massive study within informal settlements within Nairobi, looking specifically at groups that engaged in violent actions during the 2008 post-election violence. And what they figured out was that the problem was not the initiation of hate speech, the problem was the spread of it. So what basically they come out with was that, it's not, someone would have to say something stupid all the time. You can't, kill all the stupid people in the world, or prevent them from saying stupid things. There's always going to be someone that says it. The problem with hate speech, and when hate speech then actually lead to violence, is people that spread that, or believe it, or take it as truth and then act upon it. And so what they did is that they actually started working on communities and started looking at why, if you receive, for example, an SMS that says, we have to kill all the Kikuyus because they have stole our land, you will send it to someone else or you will act on it. And so what they did is the counter-information propaganda. They basically looked at what was the reason why these people were spreading those messages, what were their fears coming from, and why were they willing to act violently after receiving one of those messages. And they created an early warning system that when one of those messages was going around, immediately lots of people in that area would receive an SMS that had a peaceful message in it, saying, hey, remember, we're all Kenyans, we all live in the same country, we're all people that can solve issues in a different way. So they used a completely different approach, which was, we're not going to prevent anyone from saying anything, we are going to create a counter message that can appeal people more than the hate speech can appeal them. On Facebook, it becomes tricky because you can choose who you want to listen to in a way. And the conversation it gets larger and larger and it spreads very quickly, and it's not always easy to find. There are closed groups on Facebook, you can't go there. And that's where it becomes tricky and where it becomes controversial in a way for certain countries to say we're not going to do anything about hate speech, we're not going to have regulations about it, because then, in a way, how do you know where that conversation is happening and where it's spreading, and how do you manage to get someone within that conversation? And just one thing that I wanted to add, I am personally, I don't know what my organization stands in this, but I am personally very much against regulations for hate speech, for a lot of the reasons that were told before. But I also believe that there is a difference in between me going out and saying something stupid and asking people or inciting people to commit an act of violence, and the president of the country calling for his ethnic group to go out and kill all the other ethnic group in a specific country, which is what happened in Kenya. And I believe it's tricky. It's not that easy. It's not that I personally I don't know if there's an easy solution for that. But I believe that there has to be a difference in between someone that is just a person, let's say a normal person, even if everybody is a normal person, and someone that is a political and influential figure within a specific country, that by saying something like this really can get 10,000 people on the ground just getting out of their houses and kill someone.